What's up, Loc family? This is Nicole here. You know who it is. Here with my very first YouTube video, a Q&A that I had to give y'all. Originally, I was not going to do a YouTube video until I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, but y'all are very hard to convert. Let me just say that.
Very hard.
So, I say, you know what? Let me go ahead and just start posting because apparently,
I don't want you there to get paid.
I'm just trying to get monetized. I'm gonna be real with it. Hey, I work for myself, okay? I'm an entrepreneur. I run my own businesses. Girl need to make some, she need to make some bread. Help your girl out. Hit that subscribe button. Or is it on this side? Whichever side it's on.
Hit it for me, come on.
Come on.
Anyway, I'm here with a Q&A. I took to Instagram and I asked you guys to ask me questions, anything you guys wanted to know, so I'm answering them right now. Mind you, there's not many questions because a lot of the questions were repeat. So after this Q&A, if you have any more questions, leave them down in the comment box below and I'll answer those for you in another video. Let's get into it. First question is, how many locks do I have? I get this one all the time. I've done a video on Instagram about this as well.
I don't know.
I do know that I don't have any more than 70. The reason why I don't know is because I've never cared to count. I find a lot of people trying to replicate another person's locks based off of the number of locks that they have. It doesn't work that way. It's all about your hair density and your hair texture. So one person could have 60 locks and they could be thick and full, and another person could have 60 locks and they could be thin and skinny. It's all about your hair density and your texture. Now, if you're just asking just to ask and you just want to know, I feel you, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do a lock count video for y'all sometime in the future because y'all really want to know. Second question is, how long have I been locked? I have been locked for 17 months. It'll be 18 months on August 21st. So about 500 and something days that I've been locked now. Next question is this my first lock journey? No, it is not. I want to say about a year and a half before I did my comb coils, I tried 2-strand twists. It was not the method for me, let me just say. I don't know if it's my hair texture or how big my curls are, but they were unraveling. They didn't hold. Every time I washed it, my hair just went right back to
Being curly.
I just didn't have the patience that I needed to have, that I now have for this journey with that journey. So it just wasn't meant for that journey. And also I found that when I did my comb coils, I had no problems with unraveling, which is crazy because I chose 2-strand twist thinking that comb coils would unravel, but for me, I literally had little to no issues with unraveling with my comb coils. Next question is, how did I start my locks? Comb coils. I did comb coils. And like I said when I was answering the last question, I literally had no problems with my comb coils. I didn't have problems with unraveling. I didn't have much problem with them trying to marry. It was honestly, as easy as it was almost like it was just meant to be. Like that was the time in my life when I was supposed to lock, and I just had a greater amount of patience. Far, far, far greater amount of patience with this journey than I did the last one. So I just knew that this was the one. Next question is, how do I plan my content? Sorry, my AC just went on. Much with most of my content, it's just me being me. I could just be me, and that's my content. Whether that's hair routines or showing y'all how to crochet or showing y'all how I retwist or whatever the case may be. A lot of the entertainment aspect of my content comes from the Reels audios on Instagram or on TikTok. I will base my content off of whatever sound is like trending. That's how I make a lot of the entertainment ones, the funny ones, the silly ones. But other than that, it's just me being me. I'm just being me. That's really it. I do batch my content though, and what I mean by batch is in the beginning of the week I will sit down for an hour to 2 hours and I will just film videos and draft them. whether for TikTok or Instagram. That way I'm not having to film every single day, and I could just have the videos planned and set for the days to come. Next question is, did you go right down to your ends with your starter locks, or did you have leave out to achieve curly ends? I maintained my curly ends 2 weeks after I put my comb coils in. So I maintained my curly ends very, very early on into my journey. I was just super mindful of how far up I went in the base of my lock when I was detangling the ends, just so I wasn't disrupting the locking process. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I recommend you doing that. A lot of people that I know have waited until their locks have fully locked in, then they comb their ends out. As far as I go, I did it from day one. Well, not day one, I did it since day 14 of putting my comb coils in. And I was just super careful. So if you try it, just be careful, be mindful of how far up the lock you do go, so you're not disturbing the locking process. You know, it's just funny that my neighbors come outside to play and talk the moment I decide to record. Isn't that funny how that works? It's so funny. So funny. The next question is, do I ever plan to cut my locks or go back to being a loose natural? You know, as open of a person I am, I'm very, very open-minded, very neutral about things. So I'm gonna sit here and say no, because I don't know how I'm gonna feel years down the line. You know, maybe I want to do a big chop and release some energy, because hair holds energy. You never know. As of right now though, I'm loving my journey. And do I have a thought about cutting them? No. Do I have a thought about going back to being a loose natural?
No.
Absolutely not. Time that it took, the stress that it gave me, no. And honestly, my hair has been the healthiest that it has ever been since I locked my hair. My scalp too. And I do deal with super dry, sensitive scalp. So for me to say that my scalp has been the healthiest since I locked, that's big for me, because I've dealt with these scalp issues all my life, through loose natural, everything. I'm just at this point in my life where I feel like the lock journey was supposed to happen now, and I'm in it now because I'm in my purpose. And it's just a part of me reaching a certain level of spirituality, a certain level of maturity, a certain level of independence, and a certain level of self-care and self-love. Pretty much the highest level of self-love I've ever had for myself came with my lock journey. So there's a lot of meaning behind my journey, a lot of spiritual meaning behind my journey. Y'all didn't ask to know that, but
I gave it to you. So.
If you do have any other questions, leave them in the comments down below, and I'll make another Q&A. I'm gonna be doing a lot of different content on here. I see myself doing some hair tutorials, some DIYs. Some people ask for vlogs, some people ask for workout routines, so it'll be a little mixture of everything. This isn't gonna be a whole lot of me though. Yeah, dive into it. Dive into Raquel's world and subscribe. All right, see ya. So sorry if you can hear my lens focusing raggedy thing. Bye y'all.